Any numbers of people want to be involved. They don't understand this. They don't understand that politics, I mean, you and Bill are involved in politics. You don't run for office.
No.
And you don't need to run for office to be involved in politics. It's the hardest lesson for me to get out to people because they said, I want to be involved in politics. What do? First of all, get smarter about it. Secondly, identify yourself with the issues. Thirdly, be involved with working with some people to handle it. I said some of the most important political figures that you know have never run for office. Some of them are appointed. Alan Greenspan, I don't believe has ever run for an office. Yet if he sneezes, up, Greenspan sneezed yesterday morning. The world is going hiccup because of the stock market. And so I think in my involvement, it has been to convince people of the relevance of being involved in politics. One of the things I think we lose in terms of more people not being involved is we haven't established the message of relevance. We are using the same continuum of delivering that message. People died for your right to vote. It's a precious vote. It's a sacred thing.
Yes.
That doesn't work anymore.
No, it doesn't.
No.
I agree.
And people are not listening to it. And they say, okay, so they died. So they fought for it. And so what else is new? You'd be surprised how few people know the sacrifices of a Jackie Robinson. Or how many of you know of Jackie Robinson. Paul Robeson, when you start mentioning those names. John Marshall was telling me the other day, Thurgood son, you'd be surprised at the people that don't know about my dad. I said, oh, no, I won't, John. And that's what I have tried to do, is to continue to be relevant.
What advice would you give to young African-American men and women hoping to follow in your political footsteps?
Well, first of all, I would hope that they would recognize that you never stop learning. You be involved in learning what their government's about. Be involved with learning what the issues are. Be involved with knowing who people are. Venture to know people, to be at the levels. Don't be above. You can't be above. Don't start at the top. And the last word I usually tell them is learn to carry water. Now that, you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
The older people, when they worked on the construction jobs in the Depression areas, digging the ditches and doing those kinds of things, other people wanted jobs. And so they would be standing there waiting for the jobs. But what would they do in the meantime? They would bring the water to the people who were digging the ditches. And there are so many people who don't want to dig the ditches.
Yes.
They want to start past that.
Yes.
Learn, I mean, they don't want to carry the water.
Yes.
Carry the water. Learn what it means to stand in line. Watch how they dig. Learn from what they're doing. And then, who knows, you might do it too.
And you must respect them too.
You got to respect them.
Absolutely.
And you know, there's some, and I use this metaphor quite frequently. The Rodin scholar, you know, the guy comes by and sees the scholar by the sculpture, you know, the thinker.
Yes.
Oh, if I too could strike that pose, I could think. It has nothing to do with striking the pose. No. Young people come to me and say, you know, I want to run for office. I say, well, what have you done? What is your issue? What are you going to do? You want a title. Is that what you want? You want to be called the honorable this, thus, and so.
Go right to it, right?
Yeah, what preparation have you given yourself? Have you made preparations for your family? Do you know what your wife's going to be doing, what your children are going to be doing? Where are they going to be going to school? Are you going to depend on politics for your living? That makes you subject to a lot of things. You got to be very careful. You should be independent in politics to be able to say to anyone, no, I am going to do this because it's the right thing to do.